Hello guys and welcome back to another episode with us, ASSL. We are looking back at Season 1, the very best bits from the start to the end. And of course, I have my co-host, Mr. Scott Limp-Wrist Lorimer here with me.
Hello Bear, I am delighted to be here looking through Season 1, my title winning season. We're going to be going through every single episode and we will be reacting to the very best bits throughout.
Let's get right into it. The start of our journey, the match play series that was, some are saying, the best match play series on YouTube.
So for episode 1, the boys rocked up, not having a clue what we were doing, to Forest Golf Club. Everyone there with us, the whole group of boys, Beefcake, Ratcatcher, the lot.
It's a full squad of boys out. We've got the Beefcake.
We both hit belting drives off the first, right down next to the green.
I'll get this on
Both
camera.
up beside the green here.
We're thinking birdies to start the series, but no, we both duffed chips.
And there's what you love to see.
Oh, he's done similar. Oh, the boys have crumbled.
We went on, great day for it. AZZIE played some great golf, took the victory with some birdies at the end.
One of us should make birdie. Yeah, there was some good putting from myself there, but it wasn't quite the same at the next venue. The next episode takes us to my home course, Moray Golf Club. What I can tell you was, the golf was not so good for the bear this time. Scott Lorimer, however, still pretty respectable. A channel legend joined us. It was the Beefcake. He introduced himself to the channel with a birdie. What else would you expect? Scott Lorimer went on to, some would say, absolutely demolish me. He makes birdie, no way! And wrapped it up at the end with a 4-3 win with a lovely little birdie to finish.
You absolutely love to see it. And the things that you also love to see was the next course we went to. So for episode 3, the boys tied at 1 each. We went on to one of the best courses in Scotland, Stuart Golf Club. Absolutely glorious day for it. All the boys once again out for the day. And AZZIE, unfortunately, took the victory. But there was one beautiful moment. Do you remember it, AZZIE? Because we're away to react to it right this second.
Oh, I absolutely remember it. Now let's have a look. Right, so this is on the practice range. And we've not even started. I've hit like 15 shanks at the range.
Yeah, that's...
And then I come over and watch you do this.
This is absolutely tremendous. The first one went in and I was thinking, yeah, that's superb. Second one, not gonna lie, I thinned it slightly, but I was absolutely shocked. 2 for 2 on chip-ins. You absolutely love to see it. It's not something you see very often, but what you do see very often is me at the next golf course.
So episode 4, we've seen the bear in his home territory at Moray Golf Club. It was time to see what Limp-Wrist could do at his home course at Cawder Golf Club in Glasgow.
Oh, he likes that.
Oh, he certainly does.
There was high winds forecast for this day, which Lorimer had no idea about. But we persisted, and the golf was, some would say terrible, but young Limp-Wrist took it down the 9th hole. He did wrap it up, despite the bear birdie in the final hole.
Par for me was enough to do it with a stroke. That was us back to 2-all. Episode number 5 took us on to Caldwell Golf Club in absolutely terrible conditions. Rain was pouring, and something else that was very wet was Big Stick Baber, because he was bringing the sauce. Some great moments from that match, including me holding an absolute railer of a putt on the first hole for a half. AZZIE went up in the match, and I took the victory in the last 3 holes. Something else that happened was we got some of the best advice we've ever had from Baber himself. We're away to react to it right now.
Lads, I've got a good chat-up line that you might have heard before as well, just whilst we're out here. You go up to a girl in the club and you go, what's the difference between a boner and a Lamborghini? And she says, I don't know, what's the difference between a boner and a Lamborghini? And I say, I've not got a Lamborghini right now, baby.
That is classic Big Stick at his very best / worst. Episode 6 takes us way north, up to the North Coast 500, and we were in Brora this time, and Scott Lorimer showed up early. He was out the traps, 3 up through 3, just when you think the bear's back with a birdie on the 4th. Absolutely not. Young Lorimer rolls in a birdie of his own, and he would go on to take that match pretty comfortably and go 4-2 up in the series.
You absolutely love to see it, and the other things you love to see is the next golf course we made our way to. And that golf course that I'm talking about is Royal Dornoch. Absolute beauty, top 3 in Scotland. I would love to say that our golf matched the quality of the golf course, but it just absolutely didn't.
Why am I so bad at putting?
The bear actually, I'm probably doing him an injustice. He had back-to-back birdies at one point, one of them a wee bit dubious.
We'll allow it. We'll allow it.
But It's up to you whether you think it was a birdie or not. Other things that we had going on were my absolute rage at just how bad I am at golf, which is not new to anyone. The Bear, unsurprisingly, took that one and it went to 4-3 to Limprest.
Episode 8. We are still up in the north of Scotland, and what I can tell you is that we maybe had a little bit too much the night before celebrating the Dornoch game. We were very hungover in the morning. Went to Tain Golf Club. The golf was terrible. Like terrible golf. But we persisted. I possibly made the worst best half I've ever seen in my life with Scott Lorimer on a hole where he dropped out and then rolled a raker in from off the green. But then that led to the penultimate moment that we will have a look at right now. Right, so you've got 2 putts from here to take this to a playoff, our first and only playoff on the channel.
It would have been, yes. It's looking back, that's not a terrible putt, is it?
It's not that bad.
That first putt.
It's not
that bad.
But this is everything that people tune in to see. It gets better every time you see it. Yeah.
Well, folks,
that just makes me happy.
It's been a pleasure.
That is why people come to watch
if you
our
have
videos.
enjoyed this video, make sure you like the video.
Oh, that gives me PTSD, that does. That is absolutely terrible. So that took the score to 4-all, and then we went on our way to Montrose later that day. The hangover continued, the Bear had a sleep in his car before we even got started, and the golf did not live up to any sort of expectations. Great course. As you can see, some terrible shots, one of them leading to me having to play with my trousers down, but the other one leading to some tremendous laughs that we're waiting to see right now.
You just talked about your PTSD, but this one really gives me PTSD. Let's have a look. Right, so... just looking back at that.
Oh my lord.
I still don't know how I've done it. Like, you look at it in slow motion...
That is so far behind the ball you've hit.
How have I managed to do that?
That is so far behind.
Absolutely beautiful. So that was the end of our North Coast adventures, but we were not finished yet. We moved on to episode 10, and I had a 5-4 lead at Murcar Golf Links, and now this had a fresh breeze. But what was not fresh was the Bears' golf. Once again, terrible. But young Lorimer, he was on fire towards the start. But it did see young Aaron collapse at one point towards the end of the round, and Scott swept up pretty comfortably to tie the series once again, 5-all.
So on that same day we went from Murcar on to Cruden Bay, an absolutely beautiful golf course, one of my favourites so far that we've played, and it really did show on the golf because I took the victory, going 6-5 up, some absolutely tremendous views, and some of which, from my point of view, were AZZIE's Shanks.
And what's he done? Shanks City.
You just cannot beat it on a golf course that good. Seeing this big man shanking his way around, absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, I struggle to watch the footage back because it is truly terrible.
You all wonder how he's 25 years old and he's got that many grey hairs. It's because of this.
So after a double dose of filming that previous day, we decided we wanted to go again and did it all over again at the home of Limprest, the original home, Montrose Golf Links. This one, seeing a lot better golf from the Bear, a little more steady, but what it didn't see is a lot of sportsmanship from this young man, as he decided that COVID rules and COVID birdies and COVID putts, not for him. You ain't getting none of that, Scotty. Scotty's rage continued on.
That is a shocking display of sportsmanship.
But the Bear did sweep that one up to once again level this ever more dramatic series.
Montrose in the morning took us on to Ladybank in the afternoon for 2 days of double filming in a row. We got there, absolutely unreal weather, rock hard fairways, rock hard greens, and something else that was rock hard was my mentality. Hole and putts from 3 foot all over the place. I have to say though, my favourite moment from that match was AZZIE's bunker shot, which we are away to see right now.
Big shot for the Bear.
Right, watching this back, we've even got the camera out for an alternate view, and
yeah, we
just
do.
Look at that thing fly. There is an OB just on the edge of that tee box as well, which it was so close to going out of.
You were so angry.
This was
I was delighted.
This was a pivotal point in the game. I think I was one down maybe.
That's been clipped
And
out.
I just need to get up and down.
And it's bounced over the tees.
Look at how happy you are.
Before that shot, I'm gonna get up and down from there.
it'd be a great up and down.
When you've used the road once, Scotty, you kind of get the bounce for it.
A spanner in the works.
So you,
Yeah,
Justin.
I did think you were like quite fancying it. Quite fancying that road.
so I mean, if you've done it before, why not go and do it again?
Off the road.
Boom.
He's played that beautifully. Just
Not bad.
exceptional.
Oh,
Surprisingly, after that bunker shot, Scott went on to wrap up Ladybank, but we then moved on to episode 14 at Ranfurly Castle with two special guests, Cook and Jaff, our hosts for the day. We played against them in a better ball. Scott Lorimer started strong with a birdie, but the bear at the very end replied with a birdie of his own, or did he? Because it is very dubious if this was to be counted or not. Scott maybe just showing a little bit too much sportsmanship in this one. But, of course, the better ball match lasted to the very end. A drama of the highest order. Scott Lorimer with another 2-foot putt to save ASSL's face. And would he hole it? Absolutely not. We would lose the better ball, but Scott would win and go 8-6 up in the series.
with the scores at 8-6, we only had 3 matches to play. The Bear needed to take them all to take the season victory home. I thought, let's give him some sort of chance, and we went scratch for these last 3 matches. So we went to Stonehaven Golf Club, where the weather was absolutely tremendous for the start of November. The boys were in full swing, and when I say full swing, and when I say boys, I mean me. Because I was 1 under par through 5, taking the biggest victory of the series so far, 5 and 4, and we're away to see the winning moment, the winning putt. Beautiful times.
I don't know if we've got enough time to see that video after your ego has just expanded and maybe taken up the whole video. So for some context, I've failed to get up and down from the very edge of the green after driving it with a 3-wood. You have this. And it just never leaves the centre. Yeah, this
You
is you
love to
1
see
under at this
that.
point. 1 under.
On the first tee when I said no shots today, because I just knew I'm taking him 1 under through 5. That is your dinner.
Wow, tell us how you
Some,
really
some,
feel.
some vulgar language.
Disgusting. So with season 1 wrapped up and in the bag for young Scott Lorimer, the celebrations were in full flow the night before.
For a 9 match.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe too much because the ride down was rough, and I mean rough. But this time we arrived for Monifieth golf links, and what I can tell you was Scott Lorimer's golf was not half as good as what it was the previous day.
Yeah, that's a great start, that.
Because he started strong by sending one straight onto the train track on the first hole, but the Bear played solid golf, putted like a true champion, and took the win.
birdie's
But
what he gets.
let us react to the best, luckiest golf shot you will ever see on the SSL.
You're still in it, sir.
Now, I don't know if you completely remember, but
So-
you were lucky to find this ball.
I was waiting to say, I played 1 off the tee and it somehow ended here. I don't know how. Took out the 5-iron, bold play, it went right,
Just look,
and boom! Straight off!
look at that bounce. I still
Straight off the railway.
I still don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that.
That is honestly one of the luckiest shots you'll ever see in this world.
I go on to chunk the shot after it just in sheer shock, and then you're in the driving seat for that hole.
Did you just see? Hopefully we can zoom into that.
I think, yeah, we'll get another
Put a
replay of that.
5-iron, OB onto the railway line,
Bang.
and bounced off the track.
Straight into the middle of the fairway doing there.
Unreal.
It is, yeah, it is simply incredible.
Going on to the last course and last episode of season 1, the Bear had nothing to play for. It was 9-7 to me. The only thing he was playing for at this moment was pride. But when we showed up, his pride quickly evaporated.
His head's so gone.
The weather was terrible. Some of the wettest conditions I've ever played in. And let me tell you, I've played in some wet conditions. I played some solid golf overall.
gentle
And
touch he
once
has.
again,
Look at that thing
scratch
go.
match, and I take the victory. 10-7, we wrap up season 1. It was an absolute belter of a way to
Great
start
putt.
our YouTube journey, and I was delighted with how it turned out. Azzie, what would you say your favourite moments of season 1 were?
Well, after having a look through some of the memories there, the archives, I've no idea what my favourite course is still. There were so many good times. I would like to get more of the boys on the channel. That's definitely something we want to do, a bit more laughs like that.
This year, obviously tough with COVID stuff playing in place, but next year we've got some big plans, and we want to get all the boys involved. We want to hear what you want to see if you let us know down in the comments, because we are always looking for new ideas and we will happily steal all yours.
Absolutely. A massive thank you for watching season 1, and let us know if you have enjoyed it. We will continue and we will be back before you know it for season 2. You know what to do. It is that time where you have to hit that like button if you've enjoyed the video, subscribe and ring that notification bell. And that'll be all from us this time. We hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.